Devin Brown does not go into Ohio State's season opener as the starter, but he does go into the season opener with an opportunity. I'm Nathan Baird from cleveland.com, along with Andrew Gillis and Stephen Means. And Andrew, you've watched this battle unfold during preseason camp and the back-and-forth nature of it. Ryan Day said 10 days, 2 weeks ago, Devin Brown was leading this competition, yet Kyle McCord is starting today. What does that tell you about what the potential is for Devin Brown, who I think they just want to see in a game because they haven't had a chance to really see that? But what is the potential for Devin Brown to keep extending this competition or maybe pull back into the lead?
Yeah, I think the number one thing that everybody's going to kind of leave today with is, okay, you know, Kyle McCord, it's his job. He's the starter for now. I think there's actually more pressure on Devin Brown right now because if Devin shows up at Indiana, I mentioned this in one of the other videos that we did, and if Kyle McCord goes out there and the first 2 drives of the game for Ohio State are touchdowns and he looks great and the offense is humming and he's making the throws, are you going to take Kyle McCord out of the game? Like, are you going to be – I mean, maybe they will because they want to get Devin Brown in, but are you going to be as quick with a hook if Ohio State looks to be just everything's going smoothly offensively? So if I'm Devin Brown, like, you've got to make the most of your opportunities. If you get in the game in the end of the first quarter or something like that and it's 7-0, you would better play well or else you're in trouble because then you're kind of ceding more ground to Kyle McCord. I don't know. I just think – if he's going to play what sounds like limited reps or limited snaps or limited series or whatever it is, you've got to play well, I think, in that time. Unless Kyle McCord goes out there and just plays terribly, I don't know. I think there's a lot of pressure on Devin Brown in the reps that he is going to get to play well, or else it's going to be a heck of a lot easier for this coaching staff to name Kyle McCord the full-time starter.
Stephen, I believe I heard a quibble of a groan of quibble in my left ear.
If Devin Brown goes out there with that mindset, he's definitely not going to play well. He's not. He can't. It doesn't matter what Kyle McCord does at all. He has to go out there and do what Ryan Day keeps talking about the quarterback has to do. Be consistent and move the ball down the field. I think if he gets caught up in – Kyle McCord might go out there and look awesome, partially because – Ohio State's better than Indiana. You know what I'm saying? So, like, he might be 9 for 12 for 105 yards and 2 touchdowns because Indiana does not have an answer for Marvin Harrison and Emeka Egbuka. And they might throw some weird blitzes at them and whatnot, but they don't have answers for those two. So his stats might look that good. But if Devin Brown goes out there, if Kyle McCord does something awesome in the first 3 series, and then maybe they put Devin Brown out there, and he's thinking about, oh, Kyle McCord just did this, so I've got to go out there and do that, he's not going to play well. He just has to go out there and continue to move the offense down the field and do it the best way that he can, and maybe he does come back in a week. We might come back here a week from now, and Ryan Day says that Devin Brown is starting in week 2. We don't know how this is going to move forward, so they just got to keep doing whatever he's done in practice to make this situation what it is, which is 2 quarterbacks playing. Keep doing that. Do anything other than that, and then Kyle McCord's definitely going to be the starting quarterback going forward.
Listen, Kyle McCord started a game as a true freshman against Akron. He's thrown, 50-some passes, I think, in his career. Devin Brown's thrown 0. He played 15 plays last year over 2 games. So the biggest thing that Devin Brown has going for him here is he's a bit of a clean slate, and he's obviously pushed this battle farther than I think we were expecting. I think we came out of the spring thinking that Kyle McCord would wrap this up in preseason camp, and Devin Brown has shown them something, and it's something that they have some value in, they have some confidence in, and they want to see what it looks like in a real game. So I think what Devin Brown can accomplish on Saturday is to reinforce what is already a lot of support on this coaching staff. I mean, Ryan Day came in here last week and said he took a straw poll of the guys on this staff, and it was almost split evenly. So I don't know, have not been able to find out which quarterback definitively had the bigger share of that split. Maybe the result of McCord being named the starter tells us which way that was leaning, but that tells you that a lot of people that Ryan Day trusts a lot were in the Devin Brown camp. So this is an opportunity the stakes are low. Frankly, it's not a team. They're favored by 30 points. The stakes are low. The secondary is not good from what we can tell so far. They have to prove that they're able to hang with Ohio State's receivers. So when Devin Brown comes into the game, he's going to have an opportunity to do something. I think the big question is, can he do it without some of the drawbacks that obviously have led him to fall back and Kyle McCord to move up, the turning the ball over, some inconsistency, that sort of thing. I think that can't show up on Saturday, and for Devin Brown to still keep extending this and keep pushing it into week 2, week 3, or however far it goes. We're going to talk a lot more about this on Buckeye Talk, so find us wherever you can find podcasts, Spotify, Apple, etc., and get the text, 614-350-3315. Get that now, 2-week free trial. $3.99 a month after that, but the 2-week free trial takes you through the first couple games here. You'll be getting everything we see and hear from the field on Saturday from Buckeye Talk.